Hey guys, welcome back. Sitting here with Johnson Ting. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm great, you?
Yeah, very well, thanks. So tell us a little bit about where you grew up, where you went to school, and what sort of your interests were when you were younger.
Well, when I was still young, so when I was in Taiwan, I came from Taiwan. So when I came from Taiwan, it was a kid. So I started messing around with things, helping out with the store, doing things like doing all this tech stuff for my parents since they didn't know how and they needed someone to figure it out. So I was usually the one that got sent to do that. Sooner or later, I ended up coming here. And then that also involved me going into high school here, going through university here. I went through UBC here and got a teaching diploma, so teaching degree. So that allowed me to teach here at Brighton. That then led to just doing small things from web development for my parents, doing web development for people I know, and as well as teaching around, doing little things from here and there.
Yeah, very cool. So let's take it back to, so how old were you when you came here? And you're talking about a store helping your parents with tech stuff. So how old were you when you came here, and what's this whole tech store that your parents had?
Well, originally I came here when I was 2, but then I went back like pretty much right away. So in that way till when I was like around grade 5, then I came back here. But around the grade 2 to 5 region, I was in Taiwan. My parents had a small store, which then I helped out with any of their problems. So for example, they were doing accounting stuff, so I helped them with making like Excel spreadsheets that would for them to understand what's going on, or if their computers failed and so on and so forth. Sooner or later, they wanted a website because every business starting to have websites, so then we started making a website for them. And then I did their search engine marketing and then search engine optimization, the social media marketing, and started spreading from there. My name got spread from my parents to their friends, and I got doing their stuff too. And then I came here and I continued doing it remotely, and well, that just kept on going until, well, now I'm here.
Now you're here. So it's fair to say that this was kind of like an interest, a passion of yours at a very young age, because you started tinkering with gadgets and whatnot, and like
so I just started tinkering when I needed to. So I originally had a computer, I opened it, and then I started messing around because I needed to figure it out. But out of necessity, and then sooner or later, it just became an interest and a hobby and such.
Yeah, cool. So you turned your interest and hobby into a career. And like, how long have you been in this field for, teaching IT?
Well, teaching wise, this is my first year, okay. And then teaching IT this is my first teaching IT. But like on the side, I did help out doing small tutoring things and like teaching AutoCAD and whatnots. Yeah.
So like when you were growing up, obviously it's fair to say your parents were supportive of you in these endeavors because of course of the store, the shop that they had. Were you ever involved in like summer camps or any sort of thing that pertained to this specific interest or passion of yours? Like what else have you done on the side, like hobbies that sort of supplement this as a passion?
Well, on the side, no, because every single time I really don't have that much time. I'm always doing jobs after jobs. Okay. And even when I was very, very young, it might not have been legal, but it was still when I was very young. Yeah. So I just helped out a lot, just with my parents, with their friends. When their things stop failing, I'm called over. With my cousins, with my relatives, like everyone's ended up I became the computer guy of the family, and then that led to this. So it wasn't really much of any kind of extracurricular activity that I went to do specifically. Like even in high school when I took IT class, I got 100% on it, and I actually ended up helping out teaching some of the stuff there too. So it's like, it's not really supplementing, just stuff I commonly do every day that became like this.
Yeah, wonderful, smart guy. So where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Do you see yourself here teaching? Would you like to open up your own business someday? Like, where do you see yourself? What do you kind of see long term?
Well, long term wise, anything would work right now, because right now I'm still testing the field. Like I have this is the starting point of this. I might end up going somewhere else. I might stay here and continue with this. I might even go back to Taiwan and work with my parents, since I still do have contacts there, right? Yeah. And things like those small little things. Most likely we'll just continue on doing what's needed to be done, and life goes on.
Yeah.
Keep it all casual, simple, and let it all flow.
Yeah. Kind of go with the flow. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Yeah, pretty much. Just go with it and see what happens.
Very cool. So work. It can't all just be work. I mean, what do you do to kind of unwind and like relax and stuff and maybe have fun?
Well, I play a lot of games, like from MMOs to just computer games in general, but
Sorry, what's an MMO?
or massively multiplayer online games. So I used to play World of Warcraft for like every once in a while, but then that stopped. I started playing some Asian one that most people won't have heard of, things like that, and I went around from here and there.
Yeah, cool. So even though to like wind down, you're still winding down involved with computers.
Yes, I'm very much stuck in front of the computer a lot. Every once in a while, we'll go out and like walk about and try to stay alive, but and this still happens. Like I still do things like chores and cook dinner, do bake even. Like I've done a lot of things. Even done jewelry, made jewelry, done metalwork, woodwork. I've done a lot of small things here and there.
Yeah, cool. What's your biggest pet peeve?
Horrible PowerPoints. Horrible PowerPoints. I've seen too many of them and I hate them. And things that have like Comic Sans font, full page, that's just ugly. And things like those horrible presentation things are just totally annoy me to no end.
There's nothing worse than a horrible presentation.
Yes, you'll fall asleep or you just want to punch the guy. So one or the other.
Exactly. And I mean, the world is a huge place, and I'm sure. Have you been any other places other than here in Taiwan? If you haven't, what's like the one place that you would like really want to go to, and why?
Well, I've been to Japan, and I also been to Hong Kong. Like been to these places. I've also been to what was that place called? I forgot, somewhere else, but we'll ignore that for now.
Yeah. But like, what's one place that you haven't been that you want to go, and why?
Want to go? I guess Europe, since I haven't seen their architecture before. I want to see what I might want to go back there, look at the architecture, since I do have some idea of what I want. I want to see what kind of stuff they have there, and just wander a bit and see what's around. Actually, just see what's going on.
Yeah, very cool. I mean, I wish you nothing but the best for the future. It was great talking with you. I mean, you're a smart guy. You have, the world is your oyster, and I hope you make the most of it.
Yeah, and we all do. We all try, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, for our viewers out there who are super involved in computers and kind of want to be where you are right now, but they're not quite sure what avenues to take to get there. Obviously, you stuck with it. That's such a cliche, but what are some words that you can give to them to let them know that they can be where you are? Go to school and become a teacher and have all these ideas.
Start somewhere, do something, and you'll figure it out. Whatever you have to do, you just have to start. If you don't start, you'll never get anywhere. That's basically it.
Yeah. Short, sweet, and simple. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very well. Thank you so much, and I wish you nothing but the best of luck.
Yeah, thanks.